Hello. I'm sure you can tell, I just got out of the shower. You may hear birds chirping in the background, that's because it's 4 AM. And they're pretty loud, and there's nothing I can do about that, so unlucky. It is really cold right now. I got my winter jacket, and also I got a hot chocolate, and I got some snacks here. Gosh, I look ugly. Usually when I wake up, first thing I do is I check Steam to see if there's any new updates on games that I play or even the platform itself. Sadly, there are none, so I looked at the store page. Before that, let me give you a little history lesson here about Steam. Steam is the most popular storefront in the PC-verse. Even your great-grandma probably knows a little bit about Steam. Created by Valve, because they were too lazy to create games nowadays. Steam has almost any game you can think of. We have games ranging from the classics like the old Resident Evil, some SNES games, to the massive catalog of indie games, and then to the modern ages of games like Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, Elden Ring, among many things. But I'm sure you've heard plenty of those already from other people. So this time I want to explore a little bit about the underrated side of Steam games. Of course, I'm talking about Maker Come. Created and published by Dream Big Games, and believe me, it's the only thing that's big around here, because throughout my entire research of this video game, I've managed to stay flaccid 100% of the time. This game is pretty boring, unrealistic, doesn't have a lot of content at all really, and it's priced at a staggering $20. 2 and a 0, $20. Hades is cheaper than this, and it has infinitely more content. However, I am excited about their next anticipated title called, let me see here. Jumpfucker. Hopefully that game fixes a lot of the problems that I touched on here. And overall, if I have to give this game a rate scaling from 1 to 10, I would have to say this game is a
10 out of 10. Legendary. With a badass seal of approval.
Don't buy it. I'm sure you've heard about this game before. It's quite popular among many artists. It's called Honey Select. And believe me, Da Vinci can only wished he had this kind of technology back then. I've seen many videos with this technology. They can create anything, and I do mean everything. They can probably create me getting spit roasted. There's a lot of features in it, realistic motion capture, highly detailed models, environments are absolutely stunning at times. However, it is a little bit pricier on the side of things. It costs $40, but hey, $40 well spent, baby. However, I'm not knowledgeable enough with the engine of this game, so it could be good, it could be bad. I'm talking from an avid watcher perspective, so I'm going to give this game an unironic
10.
It's not just a game. It's a way of life. Beautiful female characters, incredible clicker mechanics, and the ability to play with one hand. Winky face. Are the pros of this game from the developer's own written description. Sex with Succubus, developed and published by Octo Games. This one I've actually never heard of before. Well, fair enough, because I'm not really into these types of things. I'm not really into these types of things, I'll be honest. But watching from the IGN playthrough, it felt the game was lacking in the gameplay department. Visually and animation-wise, it's great, but if what I read here isn't enough to warrant your attention, let me read the reviews real quick. Sleep Tyke said, "Yep, cock." No one ever reads these anyway, so I'll just say I'm gay. And of course, he was wrong. You know, I've always wondered, what's a Souls-like dark fantasy hack and slash mature game would look like? Well, that's exactly what She Will Punish Them HD Remaster is. Now, this is an actual game from what I've seen, not those lazy cookie clicker types or Bejeweled. With over 16,000 very positive reviews on Steam. Sadly, they haven't updated the game since December of 2022. Gameplay is really nothing special. Unfortunately, I can't show you any of the footage here, because they're filled with asses and titties, so that's quite unfortunate. You'll probably see me on the hub if I do that. If I have to say one thing about this game, it has customizability far beyond what most games has. You can change quite literally anything from what I've seen, like from clothes, or lack of, the skin. What do you think of? Your bust size can go to like gigazillion Ds, which is a little disturbing, I'll be honest. I read this one really thorough and detailed review of the game. This person has over 100 hours in the game. He said that the game used to be good, but now with the updates they've added, the game became worse. Funny thing is, if I scroll down here, Steam will say this game is similar to Elden Ring. By that standard, I should probably buy this, right? Futa Fixed Dick Dine and Dash. You sold it? Here, I'll show you the trailer. Yeah, that's about all I can show you. If you don't know what a futa is, bless your innocent soul. Click out of this video right now, please. I beg of you. Like the previous one, I've never heard of this game before, but that's granted because I don't like futas. However, this game is surprisingly filled with content. The art is superb and the story is really good. In summary, you play as Emily. She's this very outgoing and positive girl who one day woke up and all of a sudden she has a huge penis between her legs, like massive schlong, giant pee-pee, massive between her legs. I'm talking like a 9-incher combo. After that, she feels ashamed of her body, herself, and everything went downhill after that. She sort of outcasts herself, if that makes sense. Antisocial, not really depressed, but just sad, hiding herself from everyone else. As you progress through the game, it becomes this story about self-love and self-acceptance. It just blows my mind how good this game is, unironically. But in summary, no balls. I just want to mention this real quick because I'm sure you've heard of it before. It's called Org Massage. Markiplier actually played it.
What a wonderful, wholesome experience. What a fantastic, totally cool, very
and I just want to read the reviews because I think they're pretty good. This game changed my life. I would like to list the way it did so now. 1. My wife got back with me. 2. My children finally respected me. And 3. My net gross income increased by 13%, adjusted for inflation. If you would like to experience these changes, I would recommend purchasing the game. Please man, I just want to run my business. I play for a touching story and immersive gameplay. You play for bobas. We are not the same. Yes, I play NSFW games on my main account. So what? This one's gonna be a bundle. It's Honey Pop 1, Honey Pop 2 Double Date, sorry. And its spin-off, Honeycam Studio. Honey Pop 1, great game. Just all around good game. Dare I even say, a classic. Everything about that game, minus the bejeweled gameplay, which is pretty boring, was fantastic. Story, art, character, etc, etc. They're all good. Honey Pop 2 is disappointing for me. It's basically Honey Pop 1, but worse. It's not a bad game per se, but it's nowhere near as good as the first one. Honeycam Studio is an interesting one. It's a business tycoon type of game that sounds weird. In summary, you click a lot, manage your business empire, and overall it's pretty fun. Though do keep in mind, if you want to play this game, it's less of a mature game. There are some elements in it that are completely for mature people, and more of a tycoon simulator. So if you're looking for something a little bit more on the spicier side, look somewhere else. Kaiju Princess. I haven't played this game actually. I'm planning to someday, but I just want to mention this as well because the gameplay looks really interesting. It's strategy based from what I've seen. The best comparison I can make is that it's like Persona in that it's sort of strategy turn-based from what I've seen. It's a weird comparison to make, but it's something like that. And I love Persona, so I guess I'll finish it. So after I finish it, I'll give my thorough, detailed review on it. Now, sit back on your seat, enjoy the moment for the final game and what I consider to be the best hentai game. Nekopara. Almost every single Nekopara game has thousands to tens of thousands positive reviews on Steam, totaling it in summary into overwhelmingly positive. Undoubtedly the greatest game ever made in human history. Every single installation to the franchise has deep lore, stunning environments, amazing gameplay, well-written characters that make you fall in love with them, make you cry, make you sad, make you happy, make you piss your pants, call your mother, and it has AAA gameplay. Callisto Protocol? Oh, what's that? Dead Space Remake? Oh, that looks like child's play comparison to this. This looks like a PS20 game with the graphics it has. Granted though, it's weepy as fuck, but who said you can't enjoy it? I'm focusing on Nekopara Volume 2 in particular because that's the one that I actually finished and had the most experience with. I got this game a long time ago and I thought it was just a normal visual novel, but as I found out, it actually had a plus 18 version DLC on Steam. I did not know about that, so basically I finished the entire game, start to finish, vanilla. It was a pretty sad time for me. It was tragic. I didn't see any asses. I didn't see any tits. I didn't see any boobas. Yeah, I was very disappointed in myself for playing this game, finishing it even, without having it installed. My entire lineage can probably feel the embarrassment, but I didn't want to play it again, so I left it at that. Once you play these types of games once, there's very rarely any reason to go back, unless there's things like multiple endings or the gameplay is actually good, but that's rare. But yeah, these are the many games from Steam that I think are just underrated, unappreciated. I don't think people play them enough. For the price, they're just a steal. Like, I felt like I went into the servers and I just took the game and put it in my laptop. Absolute masterpieces that go under the radar. So, Tell me what you think of my selection of these games. Did you agree with what I said for the game? Or maybe there's a game I even missed? Tell me in the comments, because I am actually interested. Anyways, that's it from me, and I'll see you very soon. Adios. God, I really hope none of my friends and family sees this video.